Hello and welcome to How to Be Human. It's a pleasure having you here. Just a little reminder, if you like the video or if the content helps you understanding something a little better, please use the famous buttons like a thumbs up or the little bell or whatever the symbol is for following or subscribing to any of my channels. I highly appreciate it. Thank you. But without further ado, let's get started. Self-improvement has become pretty popular in the past however many years, and a lot of people are using the growing awareness and acceptance of psychological turmoils and that they exist and that there can be a real challenge to work on themselves, to heal their inner wounds and express their true self without having to face mockery and a gazillion taboos first. Unfortunately, this natural urge for inner growth and the desire for inner wholeness and connection with everything that is, which are amazing motors to prompt us to access our full potential and become who we really are, they have been twisted into a competition about the survival of the fittest instead of being the ignition to set us off on our individual paths to the self. People who successfully reached a certain self-awareness that creates more harmony and love and inner strength in their lives became and still become idols to others, and these others who wish to become as aware and enlightened started to compete with each other about who reaches enlightenment faster and gets deeper insights and so on and so forth. It became about being better than others, and it became about the ego, and most often without the people concerned even realizing that they have fallen into the ego trap. And the whole natural process of growth and rest has become imbalanced, heavily tilting towards the growth part. At some point, some people realized that this is a very unhealthy path to follow and instead propagated unconditional self-acceptance. They represent the idea that everyone is good the way they are and that nobody needs any improvement. Now, while that's a noble approach that certainly does its best to take out judgment and self-judgment, it can become just as off-kilter as competitive self-actualization, but leaning heavily towards the rest aspect instead of the growth one. So, how can radically accepting yourself the way you are be a bad thing, you might wonder? Well, first of all, it can create an exclusive group dynamic where the radical self-acceptance people exclude others who still want to change certain things about themselves. And their judgment goes towards somebody needs to learn more self-love, whereas people from the opposite team judge people who don't want to constantly grow and improve themselves and see them as not good enough there. But bar any group dynamics that create confrontation, radical self-acceptance can become unhealthy if it keeps us from growing and making necessary changes, like breaking habits that are not good for us and which requires looking at the reason why we developed them in the first place. Most often, self-acceptance is used as an excuse to stay in our comfort zone, to not have to look at our own shadows and inner wounds. And that prevents us from inner healing and growing. To keep a healthy balance and tend to both our natural basic needs of growth and integration and rest, of self-expression and safety, self-acceptance, and I use the more accurate term of self-actualization here, need to be in a harmonious flow. Both parts are necessary if we want to live our lives as self-empowered human beings. The will for self-actualization to keep us going, and the heart for self-acceptance to let us know we are good the way we are every step of the way. Thank you so much for being here and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think with a thumbs up or a comment in the comment section, whatever feels right for you. I wish you lots of love and light from my heart to yours. Take care and see you soon again.